Welcome back, everybody. Aesop Grim here, and this is the continuation of our second Chronicle in the Endless Space 2 tutorial, where we're playing the tutorial. We are on turn 118. We're going to, I think, try and do an invasion today. I got the countdown timer started. It's the end of our turn, so we'll push to turn 119. New population collection bonus for the amoeba. Unlocked new population collection bonus. Maybe that means that we're gaining their passive. I thought that happened whenever we absorbed them into our society, but I'm not sure. Population screen. Effects on planets. That's for the Imperials. The amoeba. So the Imperials bring +1 influence per population. The amoeba bring +5 food. The categorized bring +2 approval and +4 when they're on fertile planets. The Neri +2 food and +3 food on fertile. We got a lot of plus food, huh? The Yusho bring +20 defense manpower capacity and +30 on sterile because they do good with asceticism. Horatio, they bring +3 food and +2 influence on hot planets. The Haroshims, these guys, we got to do a playthrough of these guys at some point in time. From what I've heard, it's pretty funny. This guy's completely full of himself, and he created a whole race of species that are duplicated after his own genome. Effects on planets: +3 food on sterile, +1 in general, and the Epistes are +1 industry and +5 food on sterile. So I believe when it says that we've gained the effect, this is what it's talking about. Oh wait, there's the collection effect. When we have enough population, they start having an impact on the politics because of representation. That is cool. Oh, that's kind of neat, man, that the developers thought about. As these populations grow, they begin to have, I mean, assuming that they're on kind of the same page with one another. That's the thing, right? You have to, how do you compensate for this? Well, yeah, you don't. I was about to go deep into some philosophical stuff, but whenever you're designing a game, I don't think you really spend a lot of time on that. But as a collective, as a group, there are maybe some general broad ideals that they believe in and want to see in our society, and as they gain a larger portion, they gain a political foothold. So that's pretty nifty. All right, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and go with what he's saying first. Your economic advisors are reporting new developments. Click on the economy screen to learn more. To begin with, empires may only own one trading company. Once this company has shown sustained profits, you will have the opportunity to create a second trading company. Did you notice that your second trade route company bar has advanced? Oh, yeah, 13%. Right here. Once it gets to 100%, you'll be free to start up another trading company. How can you speed up this process? By making your first trading companies bring in even more dust. Okay, reading the mouse tooltip, it says commerce calls for commerce. The more trade income you generate, the faster entrepreneurs will request the establishment of a new trading company. All right. Spend money to make money. So we're level 2 now. What? I didn't notice what that was before. Ah, okay. So we plussed them up. I'm at 20K. I think, I don't know. I don't know what are we spending dust here? I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, we have a battle at Talitha. 3 positrons. Attacker, small, rookie. Are you guys pirates or are you owned by the Cravers? You're pirates. Okay. Go to advanced. Go with the barrage fire. Actually, I wanted to see Team Spirit. No, I didn't. Barrage fire. It's an obvious fit. Watch. Fight. Nice. Decisive victory. We destroyed everything. We took very little damage. I don't even see any damage on these bars. Yeah, they did 739 damage, which is nothing. All right, done. Population grown. Population collection bonus for, was this the one for the amoeba? Yeah. And the Neri have left Oslo, so it's because we have overcrowding happening there. Eco habitats completed in Oslo. All right, we got about 22 minutes left. Let's see what we can do about going ahead and starting an invasion. Yeah, see, we're up to 700 manpower, and the pirates have dropped to 470. We now have 112 small arms and 9 tanks. So let's attack. Do we do guerrilla? This is a cautious tactic to minimize losses for the attacking troops, useful when you are concerned about troop survival. Plus 33% health on invading troops, but negative 20% damage done to defender during ground battle. Our tutorial instructor says take a look at the ground battle panel. You will see there are 3 choices. Each has strengths and weaknesses, which you can discover by looking at the tooltip for the strategy in question. The battle circle in the center of the panel gives you a quick insight into your chances of success. Choose a strategy and click fight. Okay, so we can do preemptive bombing. Ground support craft will bomb the fighting area before launching the battle. Effects are plus 800 max damage done to defender during ground battle. So that's the maximum that we can do. 400 minimum damage. damage is done to defender during ground battle. So there's our floor and our ceiling. Plus 50% improvement destruction, plus 50% population death, and negative 25% manpower deployment limit. So this is something you would do if you didn't give a rip about the infrastructure that's on the planet or the populace living there. Then you could go guerrilla, and that didn't seem to alter this at all. But you can see the effects: plus 33% health on invading troops and negative 20% damage done to defender during the battle. Or you can go blitz. More troops are sent to end the battle sooner, but they will take more damage. Useful if you have extra reserve troops. Plus 30% manpower deployment limit when attacking. Plus 25% improvement destruction. Plus 25% population death. Negative 25% health on invading troops. And plus 10% damage done to defender during ground battle. I want to go preemptive bombing. So this one right here, you would save the infrastructure and population a little bit more at the expense of probably higher casualties. And we're in a position to do that because we have the extra manpower, but I don't like the idea of just throwing our troops' lives away. So I'm going to go preemptive bombing. I would rather they be the ones to bear the burden of extra casualties than my guys. All right, now we're going to get a kind of a digital, almost Atari-esque looking representation here. The pirates are dug in. Oh, they're down to 89% off that bombing. Negative 36%, and here comes our artillery, our tanks. Oh, wow. Major victory. Battle may continue next turn. We took them down to 38%. Oh, that was it, man. We'll continue next turn. Okay. So they are still dug in. And tell our explorer ship to move. And then end turn. Cooperative quest failed. Preserve the academy. The academy and the heroes who refine their skills there can turn the tides. Oh yeah, read that. Protect the academy by destroying the rogue Vadyani fleets. You have been unable to destroy the marauding Vadyani extremists. The quest has failed. In 0 turns, clear the galaxy of the 6. Yeah, I did not do that. Alright. We have ground battle at Talitha. And, fight. Man. Tanks make a big difference. Pirate lair destroyed during the attack. Loot seized. Oh, nice. We can seize loot. So it literally pays to go attack pirates and destroy them. Alright. System relics gutted pirate lair. This lair of opportunists and criminals was damaged beyond repair in an assault led by the troops of Aesop Grimm. By the time the heavily fortified base fell out of orbit, the conflict resulted in 355 casualties. Good. Okay, what to do now? Well, my explorer vessel can come here. There's some curiosities that can be looked at. And we're already over our system count, so I don't want to do anything else with that system, but we could colonize it. It's got a lot of planets, but most of them are small. We could colonize it, and we could put up one of those listening posts. I forget what they're called in this game, but there's a tech that we can put up. Because it's a frontier area. But because we're already over our limit on systems, I think I don't want to mess with that. Alrighty then. Traces of the photo bomber thing. I'm trying to figure out what to do. We have a curiosity right here. Okay, end turn. And go to the next step. Let's see what happens with our voting. Militarists and ecologists. What do these here mean? Scientists, religious, and pacifists have been redirected to the ecologists, so they formed like a coalition. And over here it was the industrialists, other scientists, and other religious. Okay, well, the militarists are back in charge of the government, with ecologists as the backup. Forced law activated. The Lodge Shingoist bill has been activated in your empire. Cooperative quest started. Build the academy. The academy in the here. Okay. In 20 turns, ensure that population from minor civilizations reaches 102 at minimum in the whole galaxy. Currently, we're at 85. Oh, you know what? I think that's this guy's name. Because, see, her name is Doria, but this race is called, are these the Vultures? No. I forget what they're called. They're the Mafia race. And then I think this guy's name is Leaper, and he runs the Craver race. And then I'm Aesop Grimm, and I run the Empire race. Okay, what's the score here? 768 to 844. Should I make another navy, maybe? How's my company doing here? We're at plus 42%. Buy high, sell low? No, that's not right. Buy low, sell high. Yes, you now have access to the Galactic Marketplace. Left click on the Marketplace tab to begin wheeling and dealing. Whoa. What is green? Strategics. Quadrenics seems to be selling really high. What's the purple one? Orichalcix. Ships. Displays all purchasable mercenary ships. Okay. So we could buy Man, I'm sorry. We can buy luxuries and strategics. But we can also sell, I guess. So adamantium is selling lower than it's normally at. The other one that looks like a good purchase is antimatter. Okay. Tell our exploration vessel to move. We have enemies inbound. Once we deal with these guys, I think I'm going to send a naval fleet out here, over here, to see if we can engage these guys. Research is complete on wave function control. Emperor's Shadow. Let's go to the text screen. How are we doing? Military's pretty full. We have 3 techs to do on tier 3. Over here, the industrialists have 4 techs. Scientists have 1, 2, 3. And the influence side has 4 left. So it's between influence and industry. Let's help out industry some because they just crashed in the polls. So Chameleon Spaces, that was going to provide the Planet Cracker Factory, the Slag and Sludge Center. Then there's Maximized Exploitation. +5 industry per population on hot, +5 per population on sterile. That's for the AI labor. And the public 3D printing is +25% of industry, or 25% of industry is converted into dust. Effects while and construction queue, all the industry is consumed. And we can colonize lava. Then there's neural robotics, predictive logistics, +20 industry per planet. That seems like a lot. Adamantium refining, probably going to go with that. Oh, it's even suggested. Yeah. Impactless sites allows us to use dust to buy things out. Opens access to mercenaries and heroes on the marketplace. Raise entire system, including populations. Oh my gosh. In exchange for a colony ship. Lumerous and Vultures will obtain dust equivalent. And a dust bonus that scales with the population and the number of improvements. Are we packing the populations up and moving them? Like the, I think the Acadians. Is it the Acadians that used to do that? Gosh, it seems there's an ancient civilization. I don't know. I don't think it's Acadians. I think that's actually from fantasy. Starts with an A, though. And what they would do is they would, when they took territory over, they would grab the population from there, uproot them, and move them elsewhere in their empire. And they would take the population from the place that they... So population A right? They invade a new area. Population A, right there, gets evicted and moved over to population B's land, way far away from where they're from. Population B is settled in population A's old land. And they did this because it broke the anchors that those people had with their traditions and their cultural identity, which led to a more passive population that was willing to be subjugated and assimilated into this empire's way of doing things. It reduced their rebellion because it broke their identity, their moorings. So that's why traditions are important. That's why, there are certain factions around the planet right now that want to destroy all traditional values and the traditional things that countries have been anchored to, and they'll come up with all kinds of reasons. They'll call it racist, or they'll call it empiricist, or they'll say it's evil, or it's whatever it is. It's all the same thing. That's all BS. The people that fall into that they don't necessarily they believe it, right? But the people who are pushing the ideas that are enlisting people to this kind of ideology, they know what they're doing, and they know that all of that stuff is that's all garbage. That's a pretext. What they're actually doing is they're unanchoring you from your traditions and from your identity as this or that, so that they can assimilate you into a new society of their making and their construction. And I that's not, that probably sounds to some people, that sounds like a conspiracy theory. No, that happened. That happened in the past with this empire that I can't think of the name of. I keep wanting to say Arcadia, but that is not right. But it's something that sounds kind of like that, and it's an ancient civilization. It was one of the first major empires on the planet. It wasn't Babylon, but it was in that time frame. So anyway, that's what whenever I'm reading this over here, raise entire system, including populations. My question here is, are we uprooting this population and moving it to another place? Raise entire system, including populations, in exchange for a colony ship and a dust bonus that scales with the population and the number of improvements. And I don't think that's what's I think what this is saying is, because raise means burn down, right? When you raise a city to the ground, you completely destroy everything. You didn't just kill everybody and then move in and take over the city for yourself with its existing infrastructure and its buildings, and then you have to do some repair work and bring all that. But you make that city into your own. No, you didn't do that. When you raise a city, you turned it into rubble. And there are cities out there that have been around for eons, that they are actually, if you dig into the ground, you go through like 7 stratas of that city and when it existed, and the archaeology finds are totally different, because it's the same city, but it was razed to the ground and then built back up by another culture, and then it got sacked and razed to the ground again and built up by another culture, right? And that's why you have completely different archaeological stratas, is because it was built from scratch again. So whenever this says raise entire system, including populations, I think that means that you're wiping out the whole population of this planet. And in exchange for that, you get a colony ship that you can bring in of your own people, So that's stunning. Ugh. But we're going to take neural robotics. All right. I've been pretty chatty this episode. I'm sorry if anybody's like, come on, man, just play the game, But I don't know. This is what I do. All right, so we've got that queued up. Science and exploration, rare curiosities. So we hit another tech stage. Rare curiosities and titanium colonizers. Oh, there's my timer. Let's get to the rest of these notifications, though. Calgaros and Amoeba. Calgaros. Okay, everybody's still constructing stuff. And this is all set up. And we can tell our exploration vessel to move. Do we have a battle to fight? Not yet, but we will on the next turn. And we don't have any repairs to make, I guess. So let's save it. And I'm on turn 122. All right, guys. Again, I'm Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by this channel. I hope you like what you saw, and I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. I will see you guys in the next episode where this story continues.